Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I got a really hot article here. Took me forever to find this article. I was driving into work today. I was gonna help Chris put a big order away, and from restock from Christmas. And there was a huge debate on the radio discussing bilingual signs in British Columbia, the Vancouver region, and other parts of British Columbia where it's heavily there's a heavily an immigrated presence of Chinese people. So people came on the radio talking about that and what they thought, and it wasn't like a whole negative. It was just people discussing what they thought. Being Canadian and first generation Chinese, second generation Chinese, and what is going on with with immigration, because immigration is a big deal, right? Especially when people need jobs and stuff, and the locals don't get the jobs, right? So I finally found the article they were referring to. It took me forever. I tried every combination of words. I'm gonna leave this link below for you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about I'm not just digging this up out of nowhere and trying to make this up. Canada wants more Chinese workers, students, tourists, says immigration minister. Immigration Minister John McCallum says that the Liberal government is trying to make it easier for Chinese tourists, students, temporary workers to get visas to come to Canada, but not to the overheated housing markets of Vancouver and Toronto. McCallum said that he had very positive and open discussion with Chinese officials last week, seeking permission to double or triple the number of visa application centers where Chinese people can apply to come to Canada, where there are currently 5, including in Hong Kong. They didn't say yes, but they certainly didn't say no, McCallum told reporters in Vancouver after a roundtable discussion on immigration. The federal strategy is to attract Chinese workers and others that comes at a time when the debate about the role of foreign money in Vancouver's skyrocketing housing prices has reached a feverish pitch. McCallum said that he heard nothing in China about BC's controversial new property transfer tax from foreign buyers of Metro Vancouver homes. I was a little surprised, remarked McCallum. I thought it would be raised, but nobody raised it, and I didn't raise it then, he said. Keep it a secret so when buyers come, they don't know about the tax. Not just Toronto and Vancouver. In today's Skirm reporters asked what the Liberal government would do to make sure its immigration push didn't put more pressure on the housing markets. McCallum said that the government's intention is to encourage immigrants to settle outside Vancouver and Toronto. Good luck. We would like to spread the immigrants across the country relatively even, said McCallum. The last thing we want is immigrant goes to Toronto or Vancouver. McCallum said that he's hearing appetite for more immigration to his consultation. I'm sorry guys. My paper's all bent up here. Consultation sessions across Canada, especially in the Maritimes with the aging population. So like Halifax, Newfoundland, up in the Maritime, even across the prairies. Like it's a lot of aging. Regina, Saskatoon area, Winnipeg. It's very aging out there. There's a significant feeling that Canada does need more immigrants, partly because we're having an aging population, and so we need more young blood to keep our economies going. But McCallum attempt the government can't require immigrants to live in certain places, as Quebec's immigrant investor program has shown. That's against the Constitution of Canada. If they are permanent residents, we cannot require them to stay anywhere. They have a right to live anywhere in Canada they wish to live. McCallum said that visas have been increasing from China to about 500,000 per year. But opening more visa offices could help Canada complete more Chinese workers, students, lucrative tourist businesses. It's the biggest market in the world, and they spend a lot of money, he said. On average, $750 US per day in their trip to Canada. McCallum retreated his enthusiasm for attracting international students from all countries, including China. He said that liberals will give international students the advantage in express entry system to obtain permanent residency by giving them more points to the system for their student status. If they ask me what is the best group of people in the world to come for the future of Canadian citizens, I would say international students, said McCallum. We want international students to come to Canada, not necessarily to Vancouver, he said. So this is the article, guys. It took me forever to find it because they were referencing the article, and that's when they got into the whole bilingual signs. So if there's 500,000 Chinese immigrants coming in per year into Canada, then what's going to have to happen? They have to put bilingual signs. There's no debate. There's no question about it. There's no question about it. They have to accommodate, because there's no way you're going to have... How are people going to learn the English language if there's 500... I don't even think there's occupancy for 500,000 students across Canada, let alone per year. You know what I'm saying? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I think, personally, we do need immigration, because the people living here, first, I don't know if you guys watched the video, second-generation Canadians have a higher death rate than birth rate, second-gen Canadians. I made a mistake and I said Canadians have a higher... So Canada ranks 181st for birth rates. It's not even the two. We're at 1.65 or 1.8%. So it's really bad for Canadians to have kids. Canadians aren't having kids because they can't afford it. Because there's lack of jobs, there's lack of opportunities, because there's so many people. And I don't know what's going to happen, like how this is going to work out. I don't know, like, what is going to... What are the particulars? You know, like, people coming in to study and then they get citizenship, but that makes it so much competitive to get jobs later. Like, think about... Let's pretend 200,000 are students that come a year, plus the 300,000 other people coming in to work or to open businesses or whatever. So let's just say that the job force here is not in need of more workers. We don't have there's no availability. Everywhere I look, there's no help wanted signs anywhere. There's no... and when you do look at some of the jobs, they're like super sophisticated, weird degree and everything type jobs. Bizarre jobs that, like, I couldn't fill. Like, a lot of positions, a majority of the people can't fill. But mind you, there'll be people studying those positions, but they're not enough positions to fill the jobs. You know, like, they're not enough positions to fill all the people, is what I mean, all the students graduating. There's more lawyers graduating from school now here in Canada and the US than there is positions, far more positions available that could ever. So there's these lawyers graduating and they can't find a job because there's nowhere near as much positions available. But anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. Anytime anyone brings up any of this that's concerning someone's future, or someone's concerned about their future, how will things play out, right? We're just getting one side of the picture. You're automatically called a racist. Then I have to go through my whole checklist. My wife's Filipina, she's Asian, she speaks Chinese. My ex-wife was Muslim from Kabul, Afghanistan, and I'm famous in Africa. I'm very, very famous in Africa. I'm going to be touring in Africa next year at the universities in Portuguese Africa. But it's never been about the race thing. I just understanding the whole economics behind it. Because I don't get it. That's why you're going to comment below and you're going to tell me or give insight to other people, especially the people on the radio that were talking about this. And I can hear the concern, you know. What do you guys think? Comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.